Hello everybody, and welcome to today's deck profile. Today we are doing Yosenju's. This is a really fun deck based around Beast Warrior monsters that bounce back into your hand during the end phase, and have a lot of really fun effects when they're on the field. Without further ado, let's get started. First up, we have 3 copies of Yosenju, 1. When he's normal summoned, you can immediately normal summon another Yosenju. And while you have another Yosenju on the field, you can return a card your opponent controls to the hand. Then during the end phase, he will go back into your hand. Then we have 2. 2's effect, when it's normal summoned, you can immediately normal summon again. And you can attack your opponent directly, but when you do, the damage is halved. Next up, we have 3 copies of Yosenju, 3. 3's effect, when it's normal summoned, you can immediately normal summon again. And if your Yosenju monster deals damage to your opponent, you can add a Yosenju card from your deck to your hand other than Yosenju, 3. During the end phase, it returns back to your hand. These are the main 3 that you want to go for. They all allow you to keep normal summoning and really kind of control the game and be aggressive during your turn. Then we play 2 copies of Inza. During the end phase, if it was normal summoned, return it to the hand. You can discard this card, and your opponent cannot activate the effects when your Yosenju card is normal summoned or special summoned. So that does kind of protect you from any kind of solemns or negates on their summon effects. While it's on the field, if you control another Yosenju monster, draw a card. So he's pretty good whether you summon him or you discard him for an effect. 2 copies of Yosenju Sujik. Pretty sure that's how you pronounce it. During the end phase, it returns back to the hand if it was normal summoned. During your player's damage step, you can discard this card to make one Yosenju monster gain 1,000 until the end of the turn. And its on-field effect allows you to give one Yosenju monster 1,000 attack until the end of the turn. Then we play 1 copy of Sabu. If this card's normal summoned while you control another Yosenju card, add a pendulum monster from your deck to your hand. We're not playing any pendulum, so we mainly use its second effect, which targets a Yosenju card you control and places a Dizzying Winds of Yosenju Village or Yosen Whirlwind from your deck face up in the spell and trap card zone, and then you shuffle the targeted Yosenju card back in the deck. We only play 1 of him, and if I were to play a line of extravagance, I would probably take out him and the 2 Sujik, just to get the draw power. Other than that, we play 2 Valor to stop my opponent's plays on their turn. That is it for the monsters. They're all pretty small, but you can do some really funny things with them, especially with Yosen Training Grounds. Each time a Yosenju monster is normal or special summon, place a Yosen counter on this card. You can move any number of counters to activate an effect, depending on how many you removed. If you remove 1, all Yosenjus gain 300 attack until the end of the turn. If you remove 3, you can add a Yosenju card from your deck to your hand. Normally, you're activating the second effect, especially if you can normal summon 1, 2, and then 3, or any, grouping of them. So a really great spell card. It is back to 3, so we are playing 3. 3 tanky. They're all Beast Warriors, so it's a great search, plus it gives them that little bit of extra attack points. 3 copies of Yosen Whirlwind. Activate this by paying 800 life points. If a face-up Yosenju you control is returned to your hand, you can return 1 card your opponent controls. If you don't activate this effect, you do have to destroy Yosen Whirlwind. Then we play 3 Yosenju Wind Worship. If you control 3 more Yosenju monster cards with different names, return as many as possible, then draw until you have 5. This one's kind of conditional. You would have to open exactly 3 Yosenjus with different names and 2 spells, one of which being this, to get a Pot of Greed, but it's still pretty good, because worst case scenario, if your opponent activates something like a Torrential Tribute, you can Whirlwind to bounce them all back and protect yourself. For the last spell, 3-Pot of Duality, you're not special summoning in the deck, so it's a free +1. Or I guess it's neutral, but it's a good card. Onto the traps. 3 copies of Yosenju's Sword Sting. If you control no monsters, reveal up to 2 Yosenju monsters with different names in your hand to bounce that many cards your opponent controls. Great card. You're not going to have any monsters on your field during your opponent's turn, unless one of them gets negated, but that's why we play cards like Wind Worship, to make sure that we can still have all of them in our hand. 3 Drowning Mirror Force. Once again, we have no cards on the field during opponent's turn. They try to attack. they lose all of their attack position monsters. And finally, 3 copies of Secret Move. This is an Omni Negate if you have at least 1 Yosenju card face up on the field. So, fantastic. They have a really great trap lineup between Sword Sting and Secret Move. But yeah, otherwise, that's the deck. Like I said, if you want to play Extrav in here, which I would recommend, take out the Sabu and the 2 Sujiks, and then play rank 4s in the extra deck. But, as always, thank you all for watching, and I will see you in the next one.